back when you were doing all the mini games, and I was like,
really
these are kind of hard, especially the ones where you were like jumping over and the firing one.
They're pretty fun.
Yeah, man.
Like Watch Dogs, I'm not gonna lie, story's very good. Mini games are kind of fun.
We have killed him. He's dead. Gone.
Once he come back, it's over. He goes over.
That would be disgusting.
Release me. Release me.
Welcome, viewer. We just killed the last boss.
So what are we releasing?
Sink into the depths. Further. If he has a fourth form, I'll be so pissed. Jesus.
You have a malfunction where falls cost damage.
Yeah, I have to be careful about that. I wonder if I'll be able to get the secret ending. Probably not, but...
The crash. That's why I belong. It's always the crash I return to.
Okay.
Why'd you just respond that way? Okay.
Yeah, because she was just like, it's always the crash.
Car.
Wait, what? Why is there a car down here? Okay, put the volume up, I want to hear.
That's a good question. Why is the car there?
You got a sword?
Yeah.
Is that new?
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen it.
The sword is the... Remember when some of the enemies had the red orbs around them? That's the only way to destroy that. Well, there's also some temporary items, but this is your permanent way of destroying those. The sword's pretty cool.
Why is there a car down there?
It's a good question. I know it has something to do with the secret ending.
Secret ending?
Mm-hmm. There's a main ending and there's secret ending.
Well, you gotta
Apparently,
get the secret ending.
from what I'm understanding, there's... They didn't really quantify which is the canon ending. They just said the endings are different. That's all I really understood.
You gotta get that secret ending.
I'm gonna see if I can get it.
How do you get it?
You have to play Act 3. In Act 3, you play through the first two worlds over again, but I'm sure there's probably something different that'll happen. Don't know. See the parasite on my back?
Yeah.
My, it's Cthulhu!
It's an old one.
Look at him.
The one who brought me here.
Look at him.
Is this what you wanted me to see?
What's the ending? Wait, what? James, don't do that pat on the back stuff, please. No, just feel it.
We did it, buddy. It's over.
Wait, what?
We
Well,
can
that's
go.
the car.
We can go home now.
What? That's the car.
It kind of reminds me of like the ending to a Silent Hill game.
Let's say the beginning.
Ah,
Oh, Octo. Wait a minute.
is that my daughter,
I think that's
or is that me?
it's the pale one.
What's
It's the
happening?
pale one. Pale blood.
That's a nice car.
It's not Mercedes.
Mom,
Oh, it's you.
do you see the white shadow?
She's talking about the pale blood. Oh, I love this song.
No, that's me.
No, the song.
No, but I'm saying that's me.
Yeah, I know that's
Silly.
you. Wait, what?
This must have been what actually happened. Maybe that's why I always see that astronaut guy.
Mr. Octo?
That's why I was at the bottom.
Babble,
The
what
car.
does this mean?
I don't know. It saved me?
Excuse me?
The creature.
No, excuse me?
That's the creature we saw
Why
at the
is it
end.
down there?
I don't know. The creature pulled me away from her.
He's trying to save you.
I guess so.
This is a weird game.
It's very trippy. For a second, I looked to the left. I was like, wait a minute. Anthony, you're not Anthony. It's like, this is a weird game, isn't it? You're not Anthony.
Like love's confused you.
Yeah. Oh, and it just goes to the title screen, Returnal. But what happened? Did she die? Wait, do you see the white shadow?
Yo, you gotta get that secret ending now.
I need to see how can I do it.
Interesting game.
I can't believe we beat it. Why is it every time you come here, I just overcome something? It's just...
I'm the god gamer.
Remember when I was struggling in Dark Souls 2?
Yeah.
And then I was just like, Anthony, he's just so hard. He's just so difficult.
Man, I'm telling you. This power of friendship and this gun I found.
And this gun I found. Look at Penny with her open paw. She's like, what are those? Would you say if Penny was like, oh, you have those too, and goes like, yeah.
She spawns one out of her mouth, like, no thank you.
No thank you. And she goes like this.
Starts making a Dark Souls noise.
And then I pet her. It's like, oh, Penny. She's like, that would be so weird.
Like an old one.
And then she's like, you are destined for greatness. You are the one to rule them all.
What was the Thomas the Tank Engine one?
Oh,
That
was disgusting. Yeah, I could give you a life without pain, without heartache. All this and more for your soul. The train did not look to me. And he's just like, he just gave him all these wonderful promises, but he looks so creepy. I was like, I would not trust him at all. He just looks so scary.
I'll take the chance.
No. Grandiose. Your god has turned his back on you. That's why my tracks still push me forward. And he's just like, I love how he was like, suddenly this nightmare was over. I felt cold, pale, and then he's just like, he was just like, wow, that's just downright horrifying. He's like, yeah, at least it's over. I was just like, no, he sold Mater's soul. Oh man, poor Mater. That's what people in the comments were saying. They were like, he must have sold Mater's soul instead of his. Because remember, in Cars, you know, the actual movie, he comes back and has a great career. So it's like, he didn't sell his, he said no. Or maybe he sold someone else's.
No.
I was like, oh, not Mater, man, not to Mater. Oh, so we beat... We beat Returnal, we beat Limbo. I have to play. I'm basically at the end of Darksiders 2. I have 2 bosses left, but I have side missions I want to do, and it has 2 small DLCs to play. Darksiders 2 is pretty fun, and the shit you get to do, like, I can time travel now. At the end of the game, I can time travel. I could time travel. I can make. I could split my soul into 2 copies. I can summon the dead to fight with me. I can turn into my big Wrath Reaper form, which is really cool. I can use a Glock called Mercy from one of the other horsemen. I'm sure when we play Genesis, it'll probably explain why no one's seen Strife and why Strife's gun was there where I found it, because the makers is what they call themselves, where, you know, they are linked very closely with the Tree of Life. So they were like, oh, well, I have this gun, and then he's like, wait a minute, it's a Strife's gun. How do you have that? And they're just kind of like, oh, that's not important. And it's like, it's like, what do you mean it's not important? Where the fuck is Strife? So I don't know what happened to him at the end of Genesis. We're gonna have to figure it out.
I gotta play those games.
Yeah, you have Genesis, right?
I don't think so.
You don't have it?
I think I might. I gotta buy them on Steam.
I know I have it technically because of PlayStation Now, and I could just download it and we could play it. Yeah, PlayStation Now has some good stuff. Not gonna lie.
PC, man. I'm gonna tell you something. It made me laugh.
What?
I bought a game, and this game is like 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But the graphics in this game, beautiful.
Wait, what game is that?
It's Quake.
Oh, I've heard of Quake.
But like, because I have a good graphics card, I turned everything up,
Mm-hmm.
and bro, like, I shot a rocket, and the lighting effects, like coming off the fire in the rocket, lit like backgrounds of rooms, and I was like, this is beautiful.
Didn't they bring Quake back?
To the Switch or something, yeah.
Yeah, I had heard something about that. I was like, oh, really?
Yeah. And they added a new level.
I never played Quake.
It's like Doom.
I think my brother had the first Prey on 360.
That's a good game. You have to get that game.
I would like to play the original because I know it's completely different from 2017.
Completely.
Totally different. And unfortunately, they didn't get to make their sequel because it was canceled.
And the ending led to a sequel.
Oh, it's one of those. That's tough.
It really led to a sequel. That's the sad part. Like, it was like, damn.
It was supposed to be a direct line.
Yeah.
Yep. Because weren't they supposed to make it like 2-3 years after the game came out, and it just...
Yeah.
Well, what was it, a money thing?
I think the studio, like, canceled
Disassembled.
or something.
Yeah.
I think it was like, they were like, oh, no, we're not going to work on it no more because this happened.
Yeah, it's usually sad stories like that.
Well, this game it looks fun. The story is, I don't know.
The story's pretty insane, and it's like, we have some answers, and talking as someone that played the whole game, I'm still lost at some things that happened.
Well, I mean, that's the same way I feel about Dark Souls. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I get the gist, but like, I have no idea what the hell is going on.
It's kind of like how they describe Dark Souls 2. Remember in the very beginning when you're playing?
I played Dark Souls 2. I have no...
Oh, okay. So in the very beginning when you're playing, there's these 3 old ladies. They hand you a human effigy. You know, they're the ones that see you the first time, you know, as you're setting upon your quest. And they tell you, which is very indicative of Dark Souls lore, you will ascend the throne, and when you do, you will know not why. In the sense to where it's like, you've seen and been through so much, you kind of forget why you're here or what's your purpose. And then when you're presented the choice to ascend the throne or to leave, it's kind of like, well, I could ascend and keep the flame alive a little longer, but what's the point? Or I could leave and the flame just dies out sooner, and, you know, a la Dark Souls 3.
The flame was like flickering in Dark Souls 3. Like it's about to die.
Yeah, it was sputtering. It wasn't much left when I killed the Soul of Cinder at the end, which was fun, but I definitely murked him because of the DLCs.
I
So
heard the DLCs were pretty hard. Like
very,
impossibly difficult.
very hard. There's only
You
two.
just have to listen to like the person's footsteps to hit them, and it's just
Oh, yeah, that's the last boss of the first DLC. She was probably one of the hardest boss fights in all of Dark Souls.
right next to the tree.
Right next to the tree.
That's gonna be our list.
I tried to tell you, man. No one believed me. They were like, "Oh, come on, you're being casual." And I'm like,
You know
"Yo."
what? I stand corrected. I fought the tree, and I was like, "What is happening?"
Yeah, I was just like, the tree. They either gave him more damage output, his health was bigger, something.
It got updated or something.
I was just like, nah, man, this guy's too hard for people to say he's so easy.
The game is a lot easier than 2,
Yes,
and it's easier than 1
yes, I could agree with that.
until you get to the DLC.
The DLCs were very, very difficult. Very difficult.
It's not as
Very
hard
frustrating.
as Bloodborne, but it can be.
It can be. I just feel like Bloodborne is so punishing because you're punished for dying more in Bloodborne. Because remember, you have to go get more bullets now. You have to go farm more blood vials now. So it's like, okay, you made your way to the boss, and you're trying to figure out how to kill the boss, and it's like, in the middle of it, you know you're not going to win. So it's like, do I keep some of the blood vials I have so I don't have to farm as much? Or do I just try to go for it and see if I can win? And it's like, well, you spent all your blood vials. Better luck next time, eh? But don't forget to farm those blood vials.
The worst boss battle? The Shadows.
Shadows of Yharnam, I didn't like them.
They summoned that snake.
Some people had an easy time with them. For me, they were pretty difficult.
They summoned the snake, and that was it for me.
Oh, yeah. Especially if your humanity is too high.
Yeah, my intellect was like...
Or was it called humanity in that game?
No, it's like intellect or something.
Intellect or something like that. If it's too high, then they go ballistic. They go crazy.
Mine was like 70-something.
Yep. So if you have ones that are like 70, I believe the highest is 99 insight. That's the highest you could have. Yeah. The highest, and having all that insight makes the game way harder from what I've been told. I usually kept mine around like the 30s.
Yeah, mine around 70s.
30s or 40s. No wonder it was so hard.
I wanted the challenge, and let me tell you.
Did you try the Chalice dungeons? I know Tyreek was playing some of them, and he was just like, I don't like this.
I beat like 3, and I was like, I can't do this no more.
It's very hard.
They're hard.
They're very hard, and they're not exactly long per se, but some of the enemies are really hard, and the bosses in the beginning ones aren't so bad, but as you go to the other chalices, the bosses just get stupid hard.
The area you fight them are too small.
Some of the areas are really small. But I will say the chalices had some of the coolest bosses in there, other than the repeatable ones, but they had what was he called? Something watchdog. He was like a giant dog, and he was on fire.
Oh, that was the first boss, yeah.
Yeah. You fight a harder version of him in the later chalices, and let me tell you, that was crushingly hard. Like, him tackling into you, death.
No, my favorite chalice dungeon was the one where I never had to do anything.
Oh.
And I got all my money.
Yeah, that one was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, the one that you cheated with. The one I never used.
Are you talking about the one that was on the public forum that you could look
The
up?
one that you cheated with?
The one that's on a public forum that anyone can use?
Just so it's publicly known that this person leaves his door open and he has $100,000 worth of good stuff in his house.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean I have the right to go and take it all.
Doesn't mean you don't have the right to go and take it all.
Don't do this.
Yeah.
I want to recount.
No, that game was very hard. Demon Souls surprised me. with how difficult some of the areas are.
I wish I could play it.
Like, there's this one area which a lot of people, people will know what you're talking about when you just say 3-1. World 3-1, Area 1, awful. Because it's like...
Swamp?
No, the swamp is 5-2, I believe.
Oh,
A Valley of Defilement, that's what it's called.
I heard swamps are always bad in Souls games.
Yes.
Well,
It was pretty bad in the third one.
well, what are we gonna play now?
Now,
You gotta say goodbye to the viewers. I don't think you have.
well, I'm definitely gonna let the credits roll.
We've been on these credits for 20 minutes.
Hey, a lot went into this game. You remember when it used to be a thing? Like, if you were to beat Castlevania 1, they won't give you the real names because they didn't want you stealing their workers.
Oh,
That was a thing back then.
No.
So, like, they'll put, like, not their real names.
John Picasso.
Yeah, because people were so, like, tight-knit that they were like, they didn't want you to know about their worker, look them up, and try to hire them. So it's like, no. Our workers, you can't have them. That's how it was back then. That was like a running joke for Castlevania 1. I need to beat that, but that level's so hard.
You almost beat it.
Almost. I couldn't get to death. I got close to him.
I've been close to death a lot myself recently.
There he goes. Because I have to go down this hallway. Has Medusa heads everywhere, and they're all going like this. And it makes it worse because there's two knights that throw axes at you.
I think you could do it.
So I have to go like...
You got it.
And they take so much damage.
So then just crouch.
I try to.
And then jump and then crouch.
I'll show you. I'll show you what I mean.
No.
Because
We're playing something else. What are we playing?
we could play Broken Age. We could play Darksiders 2. What else have I been playing of late that I need to complete?
Hey, I know one. It's a prolonged game, though.
Yeah, there is Remnant.
That's a PS2, but alright.
Yeah, there is Dragon Quest 11.
That's PS2.
You know, there
PS2. PS2. James.
just like, you're not gonna ignore me, James. I will be heard. You can't silence me. Yeah, I do need to play some PS2. Last time I was playing Killer 7. And apparently the game is, I want to say it's super long, but when I was looking up different things in the game to help me play better, they were saying that the game has 7 bosses. 7 bosses, 7 like big areas in the game. So like each area is different and specific to that boss. So the first boss in this game, it's kind of like No More Heroes in that aspect. Like first boss, first area.
Yo,
Jesus. It's insane.
she is beautiful.
So like the first boss is called Angel. So you have to find and kill Angel.
I feel like that's the right amount of muscle on a woman. That's like my limit. Just enough muscle to look female, but just enough.
My question to her is like, yo, put me on that meal plan so I could get those abs.
Her meals are crazy. Look at what she eats. Hold on. I'll find it for you right now.
and he just stares at me. Whoa, 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 what's going on? Is this my ship? Why does it look like this?
It looks different.
I birthed destruction. I am destruction. For the cycle to end, I must not just remember.
Hey, boys, we're back in it. You thought it was over.
What's in here? The fuck is this?
Is a little sister gonna come out of it? Look, she is the soldier. What happened?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Look around the ship one more time. She is beautiful.
I guess the ship logs would probably help answer some of the questions. It's a bed there. I have my same equipment on.
I would like to play this.
A moment of hesitation. Now he's gone, and I remain. Did I even survive the initial impact? What a horrifying life I walked into. I turn around and notice the front door is already closed behind me, before I was even aware that my hand had locked the deadbolt. Mother, I'm home.
I gotta play this game.
Okay, so is this a part?
Yeah, I think this is the third act.
Yeah, I think so, but I'm not 100% sure.
Come back to it. Dude, look at how fucking it is, dude.
It's insane.
That's my future wife now.
Oh, she's dressed as the...
Dude from that one anime
Yeah.
I've never seen. She's actually really like pretty for her build. You know what I mean?
So...
You know she's a doctor.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Dude, she eats so healthy. I wish I could like the Captain America place. You're right. Captain America's dumbbells. Jesus.
She must be going to like a certain type of gym.
She is huge, dude. You know what, James?
What?
I've decided I'm gonna work out now.
Why? So you can meet your buff lady?
No. So I can be healthy. And also so I can have a woman, you know, not woman. James.
Yeah.
God.
Cheese and crackers.
Sauce, man. Sauce. She's huge, man. You think she looks that big because she pumps? Or do you think that's like after pumping?
It's probably during. It's probably during a pump.
Well, I mean,
She
after
probably-
pump, you look huge.
She probably still has like most of it when she's just like relaxing, but of course it'll be down a little bit.
Not as noticeable as I
Yeah.
think after a pump.
Yeah, definitely. Still haven't learned how to break down those orange barriers. Never learned how to do that. Let me see. So operation removal. My goodness. Why? I haven't seen it. What is it? What are they on? Saints Row 5 now? Because they already made a 4, right? Oh, it's a reboot of the first game? Oh, the whole series.
Yeah, and it's, I don't know, it's weird. I don't have a hard feeling about it, but I don't like how it looks. Kind of like...
You prefer how it looked before?
No, what I mean in the sense of, like, I kind of wish it wasn't, it wasn't as, what am I calling it? Oh my god, I can't think of the word. I kind of wish it wasn't, like, as, like, it is now. I wish it was a little bit more serious, because now it looks like a bunch of, like, hipsters, but it doesn't look bad. It might be a good game. I don't know, I have my, like, issues.
It's alright, you just have your preference for, you know, how you want that game to look.
No, it is what it is. I'm sure it's gonna be a good game though. I just really, I thought it was cool.
Oh, I don't like these tree people.
Already?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can. I probably won't be able to, but I'm gonna see if I can. Yeah. He sucks. No, none at all. This game is such an enigma, it's insane. You notice like a little trend with our games in the sense to where like they kind of are leaning more towards like nature horror, like nature like taking over, or us having fear of nature, you know, hurting us. It's kind of I guess kind of indicative of like our fears currently. Damn it. Okay, last health bar.
Oh wow, James.
What?
That's really weird.
What?
I'm reading a little bit of the story. It's just first crash. At the same time, it was when the ship crashed, at the same time it was in the car.
What do you think that means?
Remember, up here in Act 1, broadcast.
Are you Come on. Son of a bitch. Yeah. I got close to killing him and then kept getting you with cheap shots.
Oh yeah, the other ending is called the true ending.
It is. Am I doing it the right way?
Yeah, so we have to complete the third act.
Is there anything specifically I need to do to be in the third act, or it just automatically warps you in there?
There's Returnal's true ending is hidden behind the third, and entire third act.
So actually, no, I think I may, yeah, I actually do, yeah, I actually do have them on. Why? To understand what's happening. Why? Because it's like that crazy? Ah. Yeah, then it's gonna be very hard to understand. I mean, it kind of makes sense with how... No, but I'm saying, like, with how, like, crazy and disjointed the game seems, it makes sense that they would go the multiverse route. Because it's like, you're Celine, but not Celine, but you are Celine.
Well, no. You were always Celine. But Celine isn't the same Celine that she's always been. Celine exists in multiple iterations of universes.
Right.
Like, there is always a Celine.
Celine Dion? It's strong, it's just a different type of gun. See? Makes them blow up. I think that's when this game shines brightest, when you're in the heat of combat and you don't know what's gonna happen. You hungry, bud?
I got a yogurt.
Waiting for me. Do you really? I put cheese in the fridge. No tendies for you. I'll tell you what. Get you a nice salad. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna get you a nice salad. Oh, there it is. Die. Yeah, I think I could tell, like, this is the next act because they're giving me more enemies than they did the first time. And they made my guns weaker, even though I can get some of the later game guns right off the bat. That's one of them. They have different different items you can use to resurrect. They have a watch.
And what time is it on the watch?
Oh, I don't know. It didn't say. Maybe. It would seem that there are a lot of the items that are used to help you or bring you back to life are like normal human items, like a toy or.
So the astronaut figure.
Mhm.
A watch and what else?
I think I could actually show you here in the database. Might be in artifacts. Astronaut figurine. Music box.
Music box. Let me see. Oh my God, Benny, I'm sorry.
Spaceship model. Child's watch.
Oh, so they all make
Blown night light.
Nightlight. I don't know that one.
Two-way radio. Damaged robot toy. So stuff like that.
We're gonna have to watch a video for this game.
Oh no, for sure. That's what I was telling you. I was like, look, man, I'm gonna need to watch explanation.
Smothered fire. Cracked triptych. I have fixed one sun face
Dark.
pregnant to another.
Why does it say dark?
The sun.
Interesting. What are you doing over there, Penjo? What do you think? Carbine, or let's go with the launcher? Good work. let's see if I can kill him this time. I know for whatever reason I always had a difficult time with this boss. So far so good. Yeah, I'm down to his last health bar now. Yeah, he gets ultra aggressive in his third form. Same. Right. Well, we killed him.
What did it mean by the house of dark?
I'm not sure. I've never seen that before.
Have you seen the house before?
Yeah.
What happened with it?
Usually it's a lot of weird, trippy story segments. So, like, remember that segment I told you about, like, being the little kid and Octo grabbing you? Like, a lot of that stuff will happen in the house.
What's the kid's name?
I don't know.
They never said her name?
They may have mentioned it before, but I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if the kid is alive, dead. Who knows, honestly. Okay, so... Oh yeah, you never saw the second boss, that's right. Oh, you're gonna see today. Just two. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because even when you look it up, it'll say you have to go through the first two worlds.
You're in the first world?
Yeah. I'm about to be when I go through this hyper gate.
Right.
Reminds you of Doom, doesn't it?
Let's go.
So let's go. You'll also want to stick around and all I see.
You're almost there.
6 sun face fragments. And pick up. Oh. Huh.
Were you supposed to pick up something?
Yeah, I was saying if you wanted to get all the endings, you also want to stick around for Act 3 and unlock Secret Ending. Secret Ending is a bit less clear and a bit trickier to do since it will require you to die a lot. In order to unlock Secret Ending Returnal, you have to start over with a fresh run. In doing so, you can begin to collect the 6 sun face fragments. You can find these scattered in random places across Returnal's world, meaning that you may need to die and restart several times to get them all. Each sun face fragment is permanent. Once you've earned all 6 sun face fragments, return to the 20th century house and experience the 6th and final haunted house sequence.
Oh, damn.
In this one, you go to the top of the stairs and pick up the square cube next to the telescope. And then they said when you do that, you'll pick up the car keys that are needed to get into the car you saw after beating Ophian the first time.
Yeah, so we have to go back.
Wait, you'll need to play all the way. Oh, no, hell no, I'm not doing this.
No, we're doing it.
As I said, you'll need to play all the way to the end again and beat Ophian a second time. This time going straight to the car instead of passing it.
We're doing it.
Yeah, I'll fight the second boss for you, Anthony.
No, look,
but,
James.
look.
You'll come back to it. How about that?
I can't make that promise. Don't James me. I've been through hell with this game. I think that's because of the toy box that I can make that splash. No. Just you know, not every YouTuber gets the secret ending. I love how you're like, you can be. You can be that YouTuber. Look, Anthony. Look. No, I love you, right?
I never get the experience to love you so-called thing. You know I love you, but you never do.
But you never do.
I feel like that episode of like Key and Peele where it's like I catch you doing something, you're like near the gripey Tyson, you're like, well actually, you know, far from it. Our reality is just as big as an existential universe. You know, technically, our time begins with it's either been 500 years or a matter of a second of a year. Really. It doesn't even matter. And I'm just sitting there confused like, okay, I'll go.
You're just like, I don't know what to do with this information, but alright. I don't like these square guys. Look, Anthony. I thought it was gonna be a simpler matter, but
you know secret endings aren't simple. You know what we had to do for the Dark Souls secret ending?
oh yeah, that was a little convoluted. Well, not convoluted.
No,
it just had
it
had a lot of steps. It had a lot of steps, and if you messed up, I think towards the end, if you messed up a piece, then you won't get it. That's kind of like when I beat SMT4, and they were like, "Oh, all right. Do you want the true ending? True ending being like it leads up to Apocalypse."
But true ending is so hard to get in that game.
Very hard because you have to get the neutral ending, and getting the neutral ending requires you don't
You have to do all the side missions.
Not just side missions, but you have to, you can't side good all the time, and you can't side bad all the time. It has to be specific
you don't know
times.
You're gonna get the ending until it's already too late.
Yeah. I sided good mostly, so I didn't get the canon ending, but I got an ending. I was a little sad,
The
but
good ending is actually worse than the bad one.
it probably is, because at least in that, yeah, they're not good people. They're not good people. They're just as bad as the demons, honestly.
Worse in my opinion.
Yeah, because, and I mean, even looking at them, they look horrifying. It's literally like the biblical text angels. Literally, it's like, be not afraid, child. I'm very afraid. You look scary. Did I ever show you the anime 7 Mortal Sins? Oh, I'm gonna show you. It's short. It's not a long anime, and it's hilarious and pervy. Ooh! Holy shit! That's a new. The alternate fire I just did. Let me see if I can do it again. Let me see when it... You ready? Hold on. Trying to get it to reappear. It's taking a second. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Dreadbound. That's a good one too. I don't know if I'll be able to beat the second boss on the first try like I did before, because he's actually kind of difficult. Honestly, I think I just got lucky. He's no pushover whatsoever. And he gets very aggressive in his last phase. He starts to go from being ranged to a lot more melee. There it is. We're gonna do a good old skip here. Why do you act like that? It is. Why do you act like that? Act like what? You don't see the way you act? Why no one wants to be around you and talk to you? You know what game? I was thinking of starting Castlevania Lords of Shadow, actually.
You know what you should do?
You're right. I should.
You should play something.
Alright. I'm gonna fight the second boss now. You ready? about to get hectic. And he may kill me. He most likely will kill me, actually. This is him right here. Right in the center. I'll let the cutscene play because you haven't seen him before. Look, Anthony. It was fun, you know? Yeah. You said it. I say it now. He does, doesn't he? So now, this is where he starts getting crazy. Yep. Look. Damn it. Yeah, he can be a little tough. Yeah. Because now it's going to be a grind to kill him. Yeah, he has quite the amount of projectile arsenal. Did you ever see that video where this guy would like, he looks so visibly upset? It was like, oh, my friend, after having a long conversation to me why I shouldn't be talking to this girl, and he goes back to her. And he's just like, no, I don't want to hear anything. Don't ask me for help ever again. He's like, we had this whole conversation for hours. Yeah, it's tough, man.
People just don't want to listen.
Yeah, it's one of those scenarios where it's like, you have to realize they're telling you this because they're outside of the situation. They could see it a little more clearly than you do because, you know, you're not wrapped up in the emotion of it. So they're telling you this, you know, for your best interest. Well, some people just want what they want, and it's like, well, it's one thing to want what you want, but at the same time, you know, what you want is not something that you'll be able to do with this person. Yeah. I want to play Fury. Yeah, I saw that you have it. Look, Anthony.
No, that's what we're doing today. I want you and me. We're gonna play Fury. We're gonna take turns today. I made up my mind. I never get a choice in the matter. I made up my mind today. That's what we're doing.
Well, everyone, we tried for the secret ending. You know, sometimes these things don't work out, but that's all right. I had a great time playing Returnal.
Yeah, we're
you know,
play Fury
and now we're gonna play something else.
Fury.
So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys around.
Stay with me, some Fury, guys.
Peace.
I'm playing Fury.